What's up, guys? So a few days ago I told you to submit your PicFed or VidVid hot takes, and you guys sent quite a few in. It has 39 comments on the post. That includes replies though, so we got a few hot takes to react to, so this should be a pretty long video. I just wanted to make this video because I want to be able to share my opinions on fedding and what I like, what I don't like, and everything. So without further ado, let's just get right in. So I have my tablet right here. This is actually what I use for the Titantron in my arena, so I'm going to be reading off of this, so if you're wondering what I'm looking at, it's this to read the comments. So this one's coming from SWF. WWB is the best pick fedder on YouTube right now, and has been for a while. No one really is at the level of PicFed. GCW and WFC are the goats in VidVid in their own right, but WWB has the best PicFed. He's very original, great storylines, and the Fed is just all around amazing. So I really just started watching WWB recently, and I only watched one match, and that was Shawn Michaels versus Brock Lesnar, the WrestleMania main event, and I gotta tell you, that match was perfect. Like, it told a perfect underdog story with Brock Lesnar just dominating, and then Shawn Michaels just coming back at the end. It was just all around fantastic. I totally agree, because I feel like we don't have too many like absolutely fantastic pick feds like nowadays, because I mean GCW is basically a vid fed now, so I mean WWE basically took the spot and pick fed. Yeah, so I totally agree with this hot take. So this one's coming from AHW, one of the AHWs. WWE is the third best pick fed creator, so another WB comment. I mean, I think he's just like the third best like fedder in general. I don't think it's just pick fed. So yeah, I'd say third best fedder in general, maybe. Now that I think about it, I think I have NWE over WB when it comes to Big Fed, because I really enjoy NWE's work. I think WB at third when it comes to Pick Fed is also valid, because I can imagine like NWE ahead of him and W3A. That's pretty much all I can imagine. Maybe NLW too. NLW is fantastic. Like, his matches, I don't know how he does it, because those matches would take forever to do, like his style of pick fed. This one's coming from No Limit Figs. MDT has the best OG pick feds, and his storylines are original mostly. So I haven't seen much of MDT's pick fed at all, but like, people say he's really good, and I've seen a little bit, and yeah, I can agree. I might start watching some of his old pick fed matches more. So this one's coming from the other AHW. SWC is not so much a bad fed. He relies on his arena and people he knows, like WC and of course Shorts, to elevate himself. He's not so much that bad, and his stop motion is good, and his matches can be fun. But with his professional arena and over 10,000 subs, he doesn't deserve better, where he's at slow-paced matches, no story whatsoever. And the only story he has that I know of is WWE copied. That's just facts. Also, AHW is better than EGW. Okay, I completely disagree with the last part, but I think I might disagree with the first part too, because SWC, he's not it, man. He's not it. I don't enjoy Sved at all. He's really only relevant because of Shorts, and to be honest, he started those Shorts, and those Shorts like slowly ruined fedding. Actually, no, not even slowly, quickly ruined fedding. I completely regret every This Is Your Figure video I've ever made, and I've gone through my channel and deleted most of them, but I think there's still some on there from like late last year. But the thing is about fedding, like, you have to enjoy it, and I don't feel like SWC enjoys it. I feel like he's just in there for the money. See, like, I don't really care about views and subs and stuff that much. I mean, I do, it is pretty accomplishing when I get like 1,000 views on a match or something, but Like, I don't really care about that stuff. I just want to have a good time and entertain people. That's really all I want. I could be completely wrong, but it just doesn't seem like SWC enjoys it at all. So this is the first one I disagree with. So this one's coming from WHBW. You're one of the most underrated feds right now, not even glazing. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, but yeah, I think I agree. I try to be as humble as possible, but I still feel like I'm really underrated, and my fed's pretty good. I'd consider myself like top 20 feds right now, maybe even top 10. I don't know. But anyways, I really appreciate that, man. I try my best at fedding, and I feel like I do a pretty good job, so I'm glad you think that. This one's coming from CRK. Frankly, I think we need more slow-paced matches in fedding. Sure, the past fast-paced action, high-octane matches are brutal, hard-hitting, and brutal, hard-hitting matches are amazing, but sometimes you gotta slow it down a bit. I mean, if you watch my fed at all, then you know I love fast-paced matches. Like, if you watch Ricochet and Kenny Omega, or like Seth Rollins and CM Punk from my Mania, then you know I'm a sucker for like high-flying, fast-paced matches. But I do agree, I think slow-paced matches are really good too, like if they have a really good story going on with them. Like, I did Triple H and Shawn Michaels from my WrestleMania in that steel cage match, and it really focused on story, and it was a bit slow-paced because it was just Triple H working on Shawn's injured leg, and I feel like I did a pretty good job telling that story. So yeah, slow-paced matches are good sometimes, but like not all the time, because it just gets kind of boring after a while. If it fits the story, like Triple H and Shawn Michaels, then it works. It works really well. This one's coming from Updog Jr. Hot take: I don't like SWC's commentary sucks. He mate rides Chris Benoit and doesn't have great storylines. I really don't think this should be considered a hot take at all, because I feel like most people would agree with this nowadays, because, I mean, he's popular and all, but, like, popularity doesn't necessarily mean you're a good fed at all. I think his arena is the only thing carrying him, because his arena is amazing, I'll give him that. His commentary, yeah, it's not the best. I don't really watch him that much, because obviously I made it pretty clear that I don't like his work at all. But yeah, his commentary is not the best from what I've seen. Also the Chris Benoit thing. I'd honestly love to have Chris Benoit in my fed, but I don't think it will ever happen, because I don't want the backlash, and it would get so much backlash. I wouldn't want it, but Chris Benoit could cook up some bangers in EGW, but it's just not worth it. This one's coming from Figures Reviewer. Pick Fed should be about the story, is with great matches and good quality. I don't really understand what he means by this, but like, yeah, good quality matches and storylines, they're underappreciated in fedding. I feel like people just mostly watch the matches, but storylines are really important too, and promos and stuff. Like, I did a promo not too long ago, I think it was me and AJ Styles, and we just like went back and forth on the microphone before Mania, and like it was a good build up. I feel like it got a good reaction from the fans, and I appreciate that. So yeah, my point is, like, storylines are really important in fedding, and like if you have great promos and great stories, then that'll just make people care and want to watch the match. So this one's coming from Aiden Irwin. John Moxley shouldn't have won the WSC Hardcore Rumble. I mean, there are so many more picks that could have been champion, but I feel like Nathan chose Mox just so he can be 5-time Mox. So I feel like he just made Mox win, so like he wouldn't get accused of copying WWE anymore, which, I mean, I don't mind Mox as champion. It's pretty cool. 5-time Mox. It just sounds good. WSC is just copying WWE at this point, but his matches are still good. At least John Moxley isn't in WWE. I mean, yeah, that's been pretty obvious since after No Mercy. I feel like No Mercy was the last thing that he did that was original, and like No Mercy was awesome, but he just started copying WWE from there. But I do agree his matches are still great. I mean, he's the innovator of VidFed, so yeah, his matches are still fantastic. Okay, now I feel like we're just getting into the WSC hate. GCW is the GOAT, WSC is not, because when he does a Rumble, you know it's going to take like 7 months, but GCW, when he does a Rumble, he still uploads mini videos, but WSC uploads shorts from his matches. I mean, I feel like it just depends on what you prefer. Like, if you prefer WSC, then you prefer more of the WWE style, but if you prefer GCW, which I personally prefer GCW, so I agree with this hot take. But like, if you prefer GCW, then you would like more of the NJPW style and just great matches. So I personally prefer GCW, but it really just depends on what type of matches and stories you prefer. So this one's coming from UWF. Another hot take, WSC is slowly losing what made him good, which is creativity. His matches are amazing, but it doesn't feel the same anymore, you know what I mean? Yeah, I totally know what you mean. Like, his stories, they used to be so good. Like, prime WSC was when the Shield was just running things. His stories were so good for so long, but then this year just kind of went downhill. Now it's just basically the VidFed version of WWE. I might as well just read this one too, because it kind of ties into the last one. Hot take, WSC completely fell off. So I wouldn't say completely at all. His matches are still fantastic, but yeah, his stories aren't it anymore. I've said this multiple times in the video already, but his stories they're just WWE ripoffs. VFW says, I'm sorry, but I don't see a problem with hand-fed. So, for this, I'm just gonna put this up as nice as I can. Hand-fed isn't the best. Like, it's just unrealistic. Like, you don't see, you don't watch WWE Raw, and then, when the matches are happening, you see hands just making the wrestlers fight each other. Handfed's just lazy, and to be honest, the only reason it's popular is because people make fun of it, really. If you're gonna start a fed, then just put effort into it, really. I mean, I know I used to be a hand fed and all, but I fixed that. But overall, hand feds are just not great at all. To be honest, I don't know who would watch a hand fed at all. I know some people do, and I just don't understand it personally. So, Undead Wrestling says GCW Rumble was better than WSC's. To be honest, this shouldn't be a hot take at all, but because I just preferred GCW's Rumble, because it was just fantastic, because so many people just prefer WSC overall, so they just automatically say WSC's Rumble is better, but I disagree with that personally. GCW's Rumble is amazing, and WSC's Rumble wasn't even hardcore at all. I did enjoy some of the surprises, like G-Man, that was awesome to see. I popped for that pretty bad, but Osprey too. But GCW's was way better overall. The whole story with Kenny and Punk returning, and then the whole story with Punk almost costing Kenny the match. That was fantastic. The whole match was unbelievable. Best fetting Rumble in my opinion. Okay, CSW went on a long rant here. So let's read all this. So CSW says PickFed isn't as good as it was a while ago because now it's focused on story and keeping fans engaged. It's all about Cody and Roman and Rock and all the popular people, and it seems we have to copy WWE just to get views at this point. You know, why career? That was definitely a typo. I don't care about views really, so I don't copy WWE, and I never given Roman or Cody the WWE push the fact is, too many people do, and it's sad, and it's rare to see original stories, and to be honest, very rare to see stories, and everyone thinks WSC is the best Fed. He's definitely 2 or 3, but I prefer GCW, and if he would come back, MTT, it's okay to have an opinion, but you don't have to write your favorite Feds out there, so please be original, and please have good stories and good matches, and stop copying WWE. I completely agree with this. This is the perfect hot take. Everyone just copies WWE now, and it's so annoying because no one's original anymore, and it's all about getting views and stuff. But I don't care about that stuff. I just want to have fun. I know you can call me out for having Cody as my champion, but his gimmick isn't like his WWE gimmick. His gimmick is basically 2011 CM Punk when he was like going to walk out of the company and stuff. So, it was just a good story, so I kind of had to put the belt on Cody. Also, I feel like Fedding was better than it was before, because they're just less Feds completely, and like less hand Feds. There are just too many Feds nowadays. Too many bad Feds, I mean. Because there are just too many hand Feds. I mean, I love how many Feds there are nowadays, but I agree, it was so much better in the old days, because everybody was original, even WSC was original back then. So yeah, I completely agree with CSW here. He made a fantastic point. Just stop copying WWE. But people, please, just stop. It's not good. It's good for views, I get it, but just be original. Think of stuff, be creative. Because I just enjoy thinking of storylines and things to do in storylines. It's just fun to be creative. That's one of the main reasons I do it. It's just, I love being creative with my Fed and storylines and stuff. If you look at storylines in my Fed, like the whole corporation, Bullet Club, like Undisputed Era was in there too, Bloodline at one point it was just a whole mess, like the Cody Rhodes thing, but it went on for a while. It was just this incredible long storyline, like long-term storytelling. Like have long-term storytelling and good stories. That's my advice. Don't copy WWE. I know I kind of went on a rant myself there, but it's true. Just don't copy WWE. That's all I gotta say. This one's really, really hot take. He got some replies that people hate him for this. MDT's Fed, in my opinion, is not that good. It's just too choppy and a little hard to see what's going on. As I said before, I haven't seen much of MDT's Fed, but he's pretty good. Like, I mean, he's not like GCW, WC level, but he's a good Fed. He's up there, top 10 for sure. So the next one is from ORJPW, commenting from his hospital bed now. ORJPW is better than EGW. No, buddy. No. Okay. No. Not true. But in all seriousness, this is basically a WSC GCW situation. It just really depends on what you prefer. Because me and him are just so different when it comes to styles and stuff. Like, ORJ is more of the like NJPW type style. Yeah, well, I'm more of the hardcore, and I do like some of the NJPW sometimes, just like flippy stuff, good sequences and all that. I mean, we both have good sequences, but still our Feds are just so different, so it just really depends on what style you prefer. Now the last one isn't really a Fedding hot take, but it's a really hot take. This is probably the hottest take of the video. Hot take: Stardust is better than Cody Rhodes. And yes, I know that Cody Stardust, I'm not stupid. No, just no. I mean, it's your opinion, but no, not at all. So anyways, that's gonna wrap up the video. I really enjoyed this. This was fun. I should do more of this, to be honest, or like more things like this. Maybe a Q&A one time. car. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the video, and see ya.